Okay, so today's video is going to be about drawing a 3/4 view. I've selected this face and this model as my demo, and I've begun. I went ahead and got started because it takes a little bit of time to sort of mark all this up. So I've begun by placing the top of the head to the chin. Unfortunately, it's a little larger than you can see. And then deciding approximately how wide it's going to be. We'll say right about there from here. Once I had that established, I guesstimated the axis line. And again, I'm looking at the relationship of edges to, that axis line to the edges of things. Then, starting at the hairline, I did a very careful contour line drawing of the side of the face. I had already started and angled it so that I kind of knew the angle, and now I'm getting ready to position the features. I've made some marks. So here where the nose is, I've made a mark above, because that's the lower part of the nose, made a mark here for the nostril, a mark here for where the mouth is going to be. I've got that angle, again the axis line, and then I can begin. So this is the bottom of the nose. And the wings of the nostril, they kind of angle up. And again, I'm looking at this dimension. Getting the nostril in, the wing of the nostril. I've started here with the eyebrow and how it connects to the nose. And then the bridge of the nose on this side is the most visible. And then I want to create sort of where that nose stops. So I've got this space. Now I'm going to look at the eye, and I want to look at this area. And I'm getting this. And the nose nostril area, or this nose area here, kind of cuts off that kind of corner of the eye. Again, starting with that upper lid, kind of feeling my way around. Placing the iris in relation to this. Again, I don't want to make it too large. I do see a little bit of the corner of that eye. And then this eye in the corner here on the other side comes up and sort of wraps around, and we see the white of the eye. And then there's sort of that envelope that kind of holds the eye in place. Look at the space here for the other eyebrow. Again, get that shape. It's very distinctive. Because we want to get, here's that side of the face. This is where the face turns to go backwards. So I've got to bring this socket area out to that, because that's where the skull would be. Now the next thing I'm going to do in looking at my picture is try to place this eye, and it's in connection with this nostril. I'm looking at this, and I want to get the width of the eye, and I'm going to measure. Okay. And looking at the space, men tend to have a little bit more squared off eyelid than women. Again, get that second lid line. And again, I'm going to place the iris. Where is that? And what I notice is the lower lid kind of cuts off that iris at the bottom. Looking at the negative space, the whites of the eye. And again, that pocket under the eye. Now, in this case, the mustache is an important part of this person, but I'm going to start first with the lip line here. And this is the center. I want to very carefully follow that line. What is it doing? The pads of the mouth, or the lips, and how far back does that come? And then I look to see how are those lips connected to that line. Now, the mustache, I began to say, is a very important part of this. Although it's light, it's still a shape that defines his face. And we have that frontal plane. Now I want to position the ear. So I'm going to take a position from the corner of his eye to the back of the ear, and I'm going to compare it to what I've already drawn. So the back of the ear will be about here. It seems kind of close. But maybe not. If I use the hairline to kind of see. Again, looking at the height. And how low that ear is. And then the jaw connects in front of the ear, comes down a little bit, and begins to angle towards the front of the face. Looking to see where the neck connects. case, a t-shirt. And then his hat. And I can begin to so we have the face.